Hi, welcome to Auntie Nat's Crochet. Thank you for choosing this video. Allow me to teach you how to play with yarn. Do subscribe to my channel. The subscribe button is at this corner here. It will mean the world to me. And do check out my other videos too. They are all as informative and fun to learn as this video. And today I'm gonna make a, you can call it a purse or a pouch or a small bag. I'm gonna use a kiss lock. This is called a kiss lock. So it depends on the size of the kiss lock that you got. So first thing is you check and see, depending, mine there's a gap here. Some kiss lock, this like, it does not have such a big gap. And the hole is here for you to sew, so you can go through. It's not, you're not gonna sew the whole thing, you're just gonna sew one part of the steel here. So this side there's no hole, so there's hole here. So here, depending whether you want to use the same yarn to sew or go get some silver thread, depending on your kiss lock. If your kiss lock is in golden color, maybe you can get some golden thread just to match back here, so that when you sew it doesn't look like you sew anything, or you purposely want to sew it with this so that you can see that, you know, it's the same color as the back. Up to you. So this kiss lock, you open it up and you check what's the diameter. So now the base of the back, I'm gonna do this size. So I'm gonna make a circle, go round and round, circle, and make sure the circle matches this circle. So once it matches this circle, I'm gonna work my way up. So kind of like a pouch, and depending on how big you want the bag to be. So this time round, I'm using 3-ply cotton yarn. I'm going to use 2 strands of it, two of it. I'm going to use 2 to sew so that the bag is more firm. And I am going to use a 2.5 mm hook. So the 2.5 mm hook. And those flowers that you see on the back, I've made some daisy. 3 sizes. I have a big size, the biggest daisy, medium sized, and a smaller one. Oh wait, this is a medium, I think. Oh yeah, and this is a medium. So I have a bigger one, a medium size, and a smaller one. So I'm gonna sew this onto the bag. Later I'll show you how I'm gonna sew that. As for the daisy, you can check out the tutorial. I'll share in the description box below. I made a tutorial on this daisy, 3 sizes here, and I'll put it in the description box below if you want it, or you can just add any other fruits or flowers or leaves or whatever you think is nice. You can sew it onto your bag or this small purse. So now, because I'm gonna sew flowers all around this bag, so the pattern for this pouch is just single crochet. There's no special pattern, because the flowers are going to cover the pattern, so I'm just going to make single crochet all the way. Okay, now let's start. I'm going to use 2 strands. You can either buy 2 of these, or one you take from the inside here and the other one you take from the outside here. That's what I normally do. Because sometimes, like a small pouch like this, I just need 1 ball of yarn, so I do not want to buy another ball of yarn, so I'll just grab the yarn, one from the middle and one from the side. That's how I get 2 strands here. Okay, we're gonna start off with a magic circle. You're going to curl it around your finger, your 2 finger. You make a cross. Go grab it and make a knot. I mean, if you do not want to use this type of yarn, you want to use some bigger yarn, harder yarn, you can. You don't have to follow mine, because so happen I have this color in 3-ply, so I thought don't waste, just use it. Okay, once you have a magic circle, you're gonna do 6 single crochet into the ring. 2, oops, okay, when you have 2 strands, be careful. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 6. Okay, I have 6 here, so pull this tight, pull it real tight, because this will be the base of your bag. You can bring it along and you crochet. Okay, you join. I do not join with a slip stitch. I'll just make it go around and round and round. So this is consider my first row. Okay, so now going to go to the second row. I'm going to do increase. So you go to the first stitch. If you do not know where is the first stitch, count back from here. Look at the V shape here, count back from here, and you will find the first stitch. Go to the first stitch. You can bring this tail along. We are going to do increase. Increase means 2 single crochet in the same stitch. This is 1 increase. Oops, wait, let me get that right. 1, 2, okay. 1, 2. At this point, if you think it's hard to catch the yarn, you can change it to 3mm hook or 3.5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Because we started with 6. Now we have increased. We did increase in every single stitch, so we're gonna have 12 stitches. Now let's go to the next row. Next row, I'm going to do a single crochet first. Bring this tail along. I'm gonna do a single crochet. Followed by an increase. Increase means 2 single crochet into the same stitch. So you're gonna do single crochet, increase, single crochet, increase. You're gonna do 6 sets, and by the time you come back here, you should have 18 stitches. Okay, now row 4, I'm gonna do single crochet in the next 2, which means here you're gonna do single crochet, and here you're gonna do increase. Single, single, increase. Single crochet. Let me add a marker. Single crochet, increase. Increase means 2 single crochet into the same stitch. single increase. You're going to do 6 sets, and by the time you come back here you should have 24 stitches. Next I'm going to do increase first. Increase means 2 single crochet into the same stitch. Oops, let me add my marker. After I do increase, I'm going to do single crochet in the next 3. 1, 2, 3. I did increase and then 3, so you're gonna have 6 sets of it, and by the time you come back here you should have 30 stitches. And now for row 6, I'm going to do single crochet in the next 2. Wait, let me get my marker. This is 1 single crochet. You go to the next one and do another single crochet, and the third one you do an increase. After this increase, you do single crochet in the next 2. So single, single, increase, single, single. So this is 1 set. You're gonna make 6 sets, and by the time you come back here you should have 36 stitches. Okay, now we should go to row 8, and before that let me just measure. This is just nice, which it should not be just nice. I'm gonna do one more and see if it will be better. I think one more row should be better. Another row will be too big. Okay, I'll try row 8. So in your case, I'm not sure if all the case lock is of the same size, but I'm very sure that your yarn and mine might not be in the same size, and the hook size that you use might be different from mine. So maybe the bigger the hook, the bigger this you're gonna get wider faster. So it's best that you do not follow exactly how many rows I do. All you do is just measure and see if we can fit this circle. If we can fit, then you can stop, but if you can't fit, then you have to do one more row of increase. So I'm going to do one more row of increase. This time I'm going to do 3 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna do increase, and again another 3 single crochet into the next stitch. Single crochet in the next 3 stitch. So here I have 1, 2, 3 single crochet, increase, and 1, 2, 3. So this is 1 set. You're gonna make 6 sets, and by the time you come back here you should have 48 stitches. Okay, now this is row 8, so all in I have 8 rows for my case, and the type of yarn I use and the hook, and it fits perfectly nicely. Anyway, this is cotton yarn, so in case I need to sew it properly, I can still stretch it because it's cotton yarn. Let me see if it can go in. Yeah, it should be able to. So now I'm just going to do single crochet all around. Just go round and round and round until you come to the length that you want. I will still add my marker, and I ended with 4 single crochet. Sorry, 48 single crochet. So now I just want to make sure every row I have 48 single crochet. I'm not going to do on the back loop. You don't have to. Just continue with no increase until you come to the height or the length that you want. It depends on how deep you want your bag to be. Could it be a small pouch or a longer one, so that you can put your makeup or your lipstick, eyeliner, pencil. So it's up to you. So I'll come back to you once I come to the length that I want. And before I sew it onto the bag, I'm gonna sew all the flowers onto the bag. I'll let you know later whether should I sew the bag first or should I sew the flower first. Because some part of the flower I might want it to slightly touches this ring here, so that when you close your bag, there's some flowers a bit here, right? So I'll come back to you once I have the right size. Okay, I've come to the length that I want. In case you want to know, it's about 8 cm or 8.5, because this is the part where it starts to curve. So I would say around 8 or 8.5. So it's up to you how long you want it to be, because once I add this, I'm gonna put this in nicely. Once you fold it, at least it has a little bit of length. If it's too short and your bag will look like this, it wouldn't be nice, because I need more space to add my flowers. So now come to think of it, I think I will sew the top part first before I add the flowers. So here it does not really matter how I'm gonna end it. Because the top part here will be hidden, so it doesn't really matter whether I'm going to do a slip stitch to the necks or or that kind of stuff. Wait, let me slip stitch. Let me take it to the back and let me sew it around here. Maybe I'll do it this way. I'll sew this around here and this around here. And this part here doesn't really matter here if it doesn't look nice, because once I add this, you can't really see. So I come back to you once I have this nicely hidden. Okay, I've hid the yarn nicely inside here. So it should look like this from the inside and here. So now we're going to sew it onto the zip lock. Sorry, it's a kiss lock. Okay, but before you do that, make sure you find a needle that you can go through this hole, because the hole is kind of small. So I found myself a sewing needle, the tiniest ever. Earlier I got one where the head is a bit thick, you can't go through, it went halfway. So this one you can go through nicely. It's just small enough, and because this hole is so small, I can't use this yarn to sew. So happen I have this silver thread, and this is silver, so I think I'll just use the silver thread. So first, especially for those beginners who have never done this before, you get this ready. You're gonna slowly move it inside. Make sure it goes inside, and you see it has to go all the way in, and so that when you sew, you make sure it grabs some of part of the yarn. So at least you see that it goes in at least one row of stitch. So in order, because once you do here, this side will come off. So I would suggest that you grab your needle, you make one stitch here first. You make sure here, this first hole here, and you put it on to your first stitch here. Right, let me do that again. Let me push it in nicely and make sure this part is in. And make sure I hide this. Okay, push it in. Since these are cotton yarn, you can just use your nail to push it in. If this is nylon yarn, maybe you might need a plier. Then you go to the next stitch and make sure when you stitch it comes out here on your yarn. And you go to the next one. You can actually see, you have to feel your way through, and you see the first few stitches kind of critical, but the first few stitch for me is just to hold it in place. Later I am going to make few more stitches all around so that it is more secure. But now, in order to hold it in place, oops, I can't find the hole. Okay, here. So I'm just making few stitches into the same stitch here just to hold it. Make sure you grab the yarn when you do this. So now when you push it in, run you until here, this tree won't move, it kind of stay put. Sorry, did I went off screen? So here I make 3 stitches, here I make 3 stitches to hold it, so that when I push this in, this one stay put, it doesn't go away. Then slowly you push this in and turn to the back and see where's the hole and poke it in, and make sure when you poke it in, it is in your inside the stitch. This is how you hold the back. If you accidentally poke it this way, means it's not holding the back. So you have to make sure it's this way. And again, you make sure you make another stitch and go find your way and see where's the next hole. You have to be careful. Oops. So the first few stitches is just a rough stitch. So I'm just like holding it together. The next stitch, maybe I'm going to make one more round. The next round, it'll be easier to sew because by then it's secure. Whoops. Then you go find your next stitch and make sure you see where is the back? Did you stitch the back as well, or did it just went above it? Okay, so here pull tight and slowly all this will start to go in. You cannot push it in and hold it there because this is cotton yarn, it will come off. I mean, when you are sewing here, this part will come off, and you're sewing here, this part will come off. So we do bit by bit, and slowly here I'm gonna push it in slowly. Here we're gonna push it in slowly. Since this part is secured, it won't run away, it won't fall off. So you might have a little bit extra, just push it in like this, and there you have it. So once I have fastened it nicely, now I'll come back to you and we will start to attach the flowers here. Okay, I've attached it nicely. I sew it around like 3-4 times just in case. If you put something heavy, it will not just come off easily. And because I made with 2 strand of yarn, it's kind of thick. And now I am going to sew the flowers onto the back. You have 2 options. One is you spread out the flowers like this. Means the flower stays flat, which also means that you have to sew every corner of this flower. So now I only plan to sew the yellow part, so that this one will look like this, and then another one will be at the side, kind of push its petal outwards like this, and then I just randomly take some and add on. You have some pink, some purple, some bigger flower, smaller flower, all over it. Okay, so I use yellow and make a knot here. So I plan to, what I'm going to do is, this is the front, this is the back. Just put through this like this. I'll hide this around here later on. And then you just sew it on to any corner of the back. So when you sew it on, make sure you only take this 2 strands from the top, so that when you open your wallet, you will not see, when you open the purse, you will not see all those yellow color or red color or whichever color you're using. So make sure you just sew on the outside. And remember, the next flower, if you want to follow my way, the next flower should stay like this. So everything is kind of close up like this, instead of flat. But one thing, if you do not have enough flower, you make it flat and you use less flower. In my case, I'm gonna do it this way. I will need to use more flower. So up to you how you're gonna do it. So now I'm gonna sew everything together, and later I'll show you how my purse will turn out. You can also show me yours, how your purse will turn out, in the description box below. I would love to see how your purse look like. So you hang in there. I'll come back to you as soon as possible. Or you just pull to the back and see how the final product look like. Okay, this is how my daisy purse look like. I think it looked more like a coral. a round ball of coral, colorful coral. So thank you for watching. Hope you like this pattern, and do share your purse pattern in the comment section. I would like to see how your purse turn out. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next post.